I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and here today with me is David Morgan of the Morgan Report. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Charlotte, it's always fun, thanks.
Okay, so we're a few weeks into 2018. We're here at VRIC, and I think a lot of people are looking for insight on where gold and silver prices are going this year. What can you share?
I wish I knew. I think that gold probably have a similar year to last year, up 10%. I'll probably go maybe 20% this year.
Okay.
So we're what, 1,200, so 240 bucks, so maybe in the 1450 range.
Okay.
Silver, I think, will probably do a bit better, maybe up 30%. So I think from 16, what are we looking at? 450, so say 520, you'll probably get into the 20s. It may. Silver's been struggling here. I think gold will lead this year.
Okay. I wanted to ask about something you said about silver demand in your presentation earlier today. You mentioned an interesting situation developing between, I think, industrial and investor demand. Can you explain that?
Yeah, well, very short. Well, silver, like you look at gold, it's about money. You look at copper, it's about industry, and silver's both, industry and money. So the margin, the last purchases for usually investment. And so if we get in a situation, I believe we will, where we see investment demand taking silver higher and higher, it could squeeze the industrial silver available. Silver doesn't care if it's an investor buying it or industry buying it. All it cares about is how much is available. Now I need it. And if we get in a situation that I think could develop, then industry is going to need it and not be able to obtain it easily. So the price will get bid up. Then it'll get to a point where industry says, we're out of business unless we have silver. We're going to stockpile some. So once Apple Computer or Samsung or one of the majors that need silver, a very small amount per product, but they need it, they can't do without it, goes in and starts to warehouse silver, then many others will join in and say, oh my goodness, I need silver too. We got to have it. We better have a 3 month to 6 month supply. That will start a feeding frenzy. That will kick back to the investor side. Excuse me, I get excited. And we will see more investment demand. So it'll kind of leapfrog each other. So I see that's where you're going to see this huge acceleration in silver.
Okay, what are some of those industrial sources of demand? There's solar. Do electric cars fit in there?
Electric vehicles do fit in there. Solar's been a pretty significant increase on the industrial side. Again, it really boils down more to investment demand than the industry. Industry gobbled up silver at a very ferocious rate during the electronic boom. And I'm not saying that's over, I'm saying the lion's share of it's over, and that's kind of being refined. We could get another big demand in industry that I don't foresee at this present time. EV is probably the biggest one that's out there that's known. There could be some battery development or whatever, but the point is that 60% of the market is industrial demand, 25% is like jewelry and silverware. So you're already at like 85%. So you're looking at like 20-25% maximum is just investment demand, and that's where it really swings.
Any other factors we should watch for gold and silver in the coming year? What do you think of all these 24 rumors?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the geopolitics and the fear factor and all that. And uncertainty is what really drives these metals. Inflation, I could argue it's deflation, but I don't think it's inflation, deflation, stagflation. I think it's how people feel about what is happening in their particular economy. And if things get uncertain, people go to something that is certain. And the only certain money that's been around for thousands of years is gold and silver. It's that simple.